Hey VC, it's Billy coming at you today with the results from my 200 subs contest. I want to first off thank you guys for going out of your way, taking your time, not only for watching the videos, watching everything I put up on the channel. Some stuff's kind of ridiculous, but you know, some things are hopefully pretty informative. I like to have fun and talk about records. I was talking with Brandon, Mr. Hall of Fame, the other night, and I'm like, you know, I can't believe there are people out there that watch videos, you know, like me, going out there and watching videos, and there's so many of you guys out there that watch other people talk about records. You know, it's insane, but it's so fun at the same time. So, like I said, I want to thank you guys for, first of all, welcoming me into the vinyl community and being such great friends and loyal watchers, and you guys that watch my videos and comment on them, you know, shoot me PMs. We're friends on Facebook or Instagram. I really appreciate that. It's awesome. My overseas friends, you guys are amazing as well. You know, a lot of you guys not only took the time to make your video contest, but you went out of your way to make sure to let me know that you didn't want me sending you anything should you win, which, you know, that's super kind and completely cool of you guys, because yeah, unfortunately the United States Postal Service really sticks it to us here for sending stuff overseas. But I do have a few of you guys that we've talked to on PM, and I'm still going to keep you guys in because I appreciate you taking the time to make a video. And should you get pulled, we've discussed this. I've got something special in mind to take care of you as well. So I greatly appreciate you guys taking the time. You know, that's awesome. So I have a whole lot of things here. All these names. You know, I gave you guys the guidelines. Basically, just talk about an album or a band. For each letter of your name. It could be your first name, your last name, your middle name, your nickname, your screen name, whatever. And you guys did a great job. I loved all the responses. I learned a lot about you guys and learned a lot about some particular bands and artists that I was not familiar with, and checked into some of them. Other ones I have a big list of things that I need to check on. But it was really fun, and I appreciate that. So, excuse me. What I've done is I brought out the good hat for this one. You told you I was going to put the names in a hat. This is my my George Strait Resistol hat from back in the day. Looks stupid as all hell, but now I realize I remember why I quit wearing it. But anyway, we're gonna put the I'm bald-headed as Kenny Chesney, you know, just like him. Well, just like him without the countless hit songs. I'm not 5'2", and I'm not Tim McGraw's butt buddy. But anyway, with that being said, we got the hat here. I'm just gonna set it here on the table. I'm gonna go through the names, and I gave you guys, like I said, the guidelines. If you were able to get your entry in by a certain date, I don't remember what it was, but I marked it all down. You got 2 entries into the contest, so let's get started here. Ron Haggerty. I don't know, it probably won't focus on this anyway, but yeah, there we go. Ron Haggerty. Ronnie gets 2 entries here, so we're gonna fold these guys up. Go in the hat. Ron, I appreciate that. Yeah, I think you were the first entry. I think these are going in order of entry because that's how I typed them up. I tried to keep track of, you know, some of you guys didn't leave your comments on the damn video feed like I asked you to, but that's okay. I hope I got everybody. I'm pretty sure I did. Liam Dyer with 2 here. And I'm hoping this isn't the... You can fast forward through this, but I'm going to try and interject some some stuff here, because there are some guys that I wasn't familiar with. They're either new followers, new subs, or maybe I have just recently subbed to them. But Eric Peterson, we have 2 for you, Eric. Thank you very much. I believe I've gone over and checked out everybody's channel and subbed. So if I'm not that familiar with you, hopefully we will be very soon. So there's 2 for Eric. David Michael, one of my Canadian buddies. We talk back and forth on, not just here. There's David Michael, not just on YouTube, but on Instagram and Facebook. David, I gotta admit, at first I was like, I wasn't put off by you, David, because I know you've mentioned that a couple times in your video. You're like, yeah, some people just don't. Maybe they think I rubbed them the wrong way. It wasn't that. It was just, I don't know. But I'm glad I hung in there, because I love your channel now. I consider us good friends. We talk all the time, and I dig it. So here's another good buddy who was just over here in the States last week, I believe, on business and work. Andy. Cloudy Milder. I had to put Cloudy Milder on his because I have a couple Andys in here, but got you down for 2 there, buddy. And I think Andy may have been one of the guys that reached out and said he didn't want anything sent over, but I will, like I said, buddy, if any of you guys are drawn, we'll reach out. We're gonna work something out, I promise, because I appreciate you guys taking the time. Good buddy Farley. Farley has 2 going in the hat. Farley has a great channel. He just landed some really nice, hard to find metal records, German imports last night with Suicidal Tendencies and something else that I wasn't real familiar with that I'm going to have to check out, because he just did a vinyl rip. New guy to the VC. Awesome addition to the VC as well. Really like this guy, like his son Wolfie and Ronnie Wall. Woke up this morning to a text from Ronnie saying, I guess they filmed Wolfie's VCLT video, and saying that he would hopefully get it posted tonight or tomorrow, which is awesome. I can't wait to see that. Hope he digs the stuff, Ronnie. My buddy from the Boot Hills of Missouri, Andy Borders. Andy's, what is it, Andy? Is it Andy's Audio Den or Andy's Vinyl Den? I can't remember. It used to be. It's Audiophile 777. It's kind of crazy how guys get, we get guys' handles and they change them, and it's like, no, I refuse to call you by anything else but Audiophile 777. Anyway, there's Andy Borders. My buddy from Austria. Let's put another shrimp on the bobby. That's no, let's don't. A little Dumb and Dumber. Australia. Ben Ryan Rocks. Ben has been one of those guys that has tuned in from day one. We have a lot of similar tastes. He's a huge Status Quo fan, which I've actually just picked up in a collection. I got 2 Status Quo records, Ben, that I'm getting ready to listen to and see what all the hubbub is about. There's Ben. Ben and I have a lot of shared tastes, as well as a lot of you guys. My old buddy Jared, Backwoods Metal. I was gonna put on here Backdoor Man or Backdoor Metal, but I didn't want Farley to get all fired up. Anyway, here's my good buddy Jared. We got you down for 2, buddy. I appreciate that. Let's throw you in there. Hope you've had a chance to spin that Keith Whitley record, Jared. I love the video. It was awesome. Awesome. Love it, dude. And then a newer friend. I'm glad we have connected here. Brian, DJ Legion. from what I can tell from the handful of videos that I've watched from Brian's feed, rock and roller, Kiss fan, lots of knowledge on Kiss, and I dig it. I can tell we're gonna be pretty good buddies. Thank you for getting your entry in there, Brian. Another friend from across the way, Mike, Vintage Wine. Mike, buddy, I greatly appreciate you not only coming back. I know you were kind of frustrated a little while back with the VC and maybe the lack of participation or whatnot when you decided to stop showing vinyl, maybe even and not even collect vinyl. I think anymore. You're going strictly with CDs, which is awesome. You know, that's completely awesome as well. But I think that for somebody to go and unsub you because you're not showing vinyl anymore is just silly. You know, you're talking music, you're sharing your stories, you're sharing your experiences, and I dig it, man. Thanks, Mike, for not only coming back but for taking the time and putting an entry in. I greatly appreciate it. Then this guy, another new guy that I've just recently within the last month or so gotten to know, and I dig his video and his channel. Richard, Captain Handlebar. We like a lot of the same kind of folky, acousticy stuff. He has a really broad range in like a lot of you guys do, and I think I'm gonna learn a lot from Rich. Another overseas buddy here, newer friend, very cool guy, awesome. Carson Olsen. I think I may have been introduced to Carson through a Facebook vinyl community, and we have since started watching each other's videos on here, and it's great. Carson's one of those guys that in his videos, I don't know if you've ever seen, he's all laid back and cool as can be, and how are you doing, VC? I do a terrible impression of that, but he's got a phenomenal looking. Number one, his videos are awesome looking. He's got a great production setup, light wise. The sound's amazing. Like I said, the lighting's amazing, the sound's amazing, the quality of the video is just crystal clear, and I've reached out to him because I want to try and make mine a little bit better. So, anyway, that's Carson. There you go. Niko, we have 2 entries for Niko. See, guys, I can't do anything short and sweet. I have to talk and rant, and I get that from my mom, and I apologize for that, but I'll try and make it quicker. But Niko, new guy, not a new guy to the community, but a new friend of mine, and I'm certainly glad we have met. Now we're getting down to the guys that procrastinated and didn't get their entry in by the deadline that I was going to give you 2 entries. So you get 1 entry. You get 1. No doubles for you. Brian, Shamrock and Roll, Shamrock and Records. Brian, thank you, man. Another new friend of mine. But we've talked back and forth a little bit, and I've commented on his videos. He's commented on mine. Good stuff. My old buddy Steve, Harmless Rebel. Probably the first guy, if not the first guy, the second guy I subbed to in the VC. Love his channel. Love Steve. John, SMF Captain Howdy. Man, I got to tell you real quick, John, and all the rest of you guys. Cap took a break from making vinyl videos and talking about vinyl. And I know it affected a lot of you guys, a lot of us, Unfortunately, I didn't have the relationship with John that a lot of you guys did. And when he decided to leave, it hurt me too, because I could tell he was a very pivotal member of the vinyl community, very influential, knowledgeable, and friendly, and so caring and sharing. I was kind of bummed when he left, but man, I appreciate you not only coming back, but choosing my contest to kind of make your kind of grand comeback. I hope to see more of you, a lot more of you in the future, John. You're a very valued member to this community, and I can't thank you enough for making your contribution to my channel. My old buddy, Brandon. Well, he's my new buddy, but we're going to be old buddies. I can tell. He lives just up the street. We got to hang out. Mr. Hall of Fame, by the way, Brandon. We got to hang out one day last week, and we went and grabbed a bite to eat. We dug through about, I'm going to throw you in there, Brandon. Dug you through about 3 record stores, did a little digging. Man, it was so much fun. He's posted his video where he shows a few things that we got on our dig. I'm getting ready to post mine. I've just been so freaking busy. But Brandon, we got to do that again real soon, buddy. It was so much fun. And guys, I got to go into the Bat Cave. You know what I'm talking about. In Brandon's videos, if you've ever seen his videos, it's the freaking Bat Cave. It's like you walk in and you're just blown away by what this guy's got. It's first class, and he's a first class dude. So if you're not subbed to Brandon, Mr. Hall of Fame, which everybody is, he's like the godfather of the VC, you know. So here we go. Bill, Helmet Diggy. Like I was talking about earlier, guys that change their names. Diggy changes his names, his screen name, like most of us would change underwear. You know, it's like every day he's changing his screen name, it seems like, but you're always going to be Diggy to me, Bill. It's like Goldschlager, Ollendorfer, or Wild Bill Hickok, or whatever, but you're Helmet Diggy. Your Helmet. You'll always be Helmet. George, the Elvis vinyl guy, went MIA for a little bit, which is completely understandable. We all do it at times, you know, just real life gets in the way of making videos. And George was dealing with, you know, the passing of his uncle and taking care of that. And he's actually got his uncle's record collection. He's been going through that, and as well as just a lot of other stuff. I reached out to George on Facebook, and because I was truly concerned, you know, I'm so used to seeing his videos every like Thursday and Friday, you know, but it was like a month and I hadn't seen any videos from old George. But he came back, and he came back in a big way, and I'm looking forward to seeing more videos from you, George. So here you go, George. You're going in the hat. Thank you, buddy, for your entry. Stavros, a spinning Greek. There were a couple guys that I was really surprised that came through on this one, and Stavros is one of them, man. So many good things in your response video. I think I pulled 3 or 4 things I put down in the notes from your video that I have to go get. The Stevie Ray Vaughan and Albert King is just super cool. And there were a couple other things. Actually, one of those things I saw, I don't remember the name of the band, but I told you in my reply that it was somebody it looked like somebody I would dig, just somebody I listened to by the way the picture of the guy looked on the front. It was a red cover and a guy that looked all biker tattoo-y, you know. And I saw that whenever I was out on the dig with Brandon last week, but I didn't pick it up, but I'm going to. A new friend of mine, OH.io, Buckeye fan, Jason, Otero 85 VC. Jason, the thing I love about Jason, the thing that instantly attracted me to Jason's channel, you know, because if you guys are like me, you browse through channels all the time. The thing that I loved about Jason was his passion and his approach to talking about music. I mean, he really gets fired up when he talks about stuff he likes, and I can appreciate that. Another new friend, and I'm so glad, Julian's vinyl channel. Very great entry, Julian. I loved all the rock and roll, awesome stuff. Here we go. Headley. We got another fat bearded man talking about records. I've got to give bonus points to you, Headley. The video, I died laughing. I probably watched it at like 1 a.m. in the morning here, and I woke my wife up. I was laughing so hard. I was in tears. I was laughing hysterically at your introduction. It was so creative and so funny. Dude, I loved it. Thank you so much for that. It was great. And then Chris over at Stomp 33 1/3. Another guy that I'm so glad took the time to make an entry. Even though you're video was flipped. How the hell does that happen? I don't know. Was it one? I know sometimes when you go like live or whatever with your phone, it flips it. Like if I was playing guitar, it would look like I was playing it left-handed, and it's weird. But either way, it was a great entry, Chris, and I thank you for taking the time, buddy. Hoping to get to know you more because so many of my friends that I'm really good friends with are good friends of you and have nothing but great things to say about you. So looking forward to it, buddy. Craig, Australian buddy of mine. We talk a lot on Facebook and always commenting on his videos, and he's commenting on mine. I love his enthusiasm as well. Craig is a great member, and thank you, Craig, for finally getting this in. Even though you got it in right up there, you waited till the last day, but you got it in. And then last but not least, the guy that came in just before the bell rang last night, Paul at Psycho's Platters. Paul is a guy that I have just recently started following, and a lot of older stuff, but man, he finds some great stuff. He actually is the only person to show a vertigo swirl in this, and I loved it. Thank you. So there's everybody in the hat. We're going to mix them up, shake them up. All right, guys, sorry about that. I had to go grab the piece of paper that so I could remember exactly how we were going to award the prizes. So mix them up really good. Let me show you real quick the prizes here. I'll do my Vanna White impression here. But behind me here are just some of the prizes that are up for grabs. What I couldn't remember was we're drawing 3 people. So the first name drawn will get your first choice of all the cool stuff. Second name drawn, second choice. Third name, third choice. So what I would like for you guys to do is if your name is drawn 1, 2, or 3, just send me your top 3 picks of anything that you would want that I had to offer. So that way we don't have to go back and forth, and then I'll just send you what's available. And then, like I said, guys, I know there were some of you guys that were overseas that especially requested that I not send you anything. Let me at least take care of you somehow. So I've got everybody in here. We're going to draw the first name here. So the first name with the first pick here. Look at that. David Michael. First pick right there. Right off the bat. Congrats, Dave. Second one. Upside down. Second one, Ron Haggerty. And last but not least, third. And like I said, if you're drawn out of here twice, we'll just put it back and let somebody else win. But it doesn't happen. We got 3 different winners here. Jason Otero, 85 BC. Awesome. So with the first choice, David Michael. Send me your top 3 choices. I think I know what David Michael wants. He wants that Queensryche, I think. So we got David, second, Ron Haggerty, and third, Jason Otero, 85 BC. Guys, send me your top 3 picks. You can just send them to me, PM, Facebook, Messenger, whatever. I think we're Facebook friends, all 3 of us. Guys, if you're not friends with me on Facebook and you're on Facebook or Instagram, look me up at Billy Hurst or Billy Hurst Photo. You can find me there. It'd be great to be able to connect with people outside of YouTube. But guys, thank you so much for making this contest so much fun for me. I hope it was good for you guys. I hope it was fun. Till next time, take care. Peace.